This video was made possible by Wix. If you're ready to create a website, head on over to wix.com/go/infographics2019 to try out one of their premium plans right now. The keyboard as we know it, meaning the QWERTY keyboard, was the invention of American publisher and politician called Christopher Latham Sholes. Before we get into shortcuts, you might well ask, why the heck are all the keys in that particular place? Good question. It seems there's some contention over the answer, with many saying Sholes created this weird formation back in 1873 to stop people typing fast, which would prevent jamming of the metal arms if popular letters were typed too often. Others say there's no proof for this. Why do we still use this hard-to-remember random keyboard? It seems we just do. And as British critic Stephen Fry said, we're stuck with an ancient system attached to our most modern devices. Welcome to this episode of the Infographics Show. Secret keyboard functions that you wish you knew. First of all, what operating system are you using? Well, let's start with the Windows OS. Secrecy. Let's start with giving you a bit of privacy. It's so easy to lock your screen with a shortcut. Simply press the Windows key and the L key at the same time. Hey, presto! Your lock screen is activated. This also works well if someone is suddenly coming around the corner and you don't want them to see what you're doing on your computer. All the windows will be there when you come out of the lock screen. Prank. How about pranking someone who's not so savvy when it comes to shortcuts? When your friend is away, why not flip their screen? When they return, they won't know what's happened. All you need to do to flip the screen is press Alt plus Control plus one of the arrow keys. Okay, so all they need to do is Google how it happened, but some people might get flustered for a short while. Not getting caught. What's the fastest way to close a web page? You could argue it's with the mouse, but there's a shortcut that will get rid of the page in an instant. All you have to do is hold the Alt button down and press F4. Another way of quickly making your windows disappear without going to the lock screen is by pressing the Windows key and D. You can't really get any faster than that. This won't close the windows, by the way, just get rid of them. The Windows key plus the M key does exactly the same thing. A shortcut. If you don't have a mouse handy, try pressing the Shift key as well as F10. This will do the same as right-clicking your mouse. Getting to My Computer. A super fast way to get to My Computer is by pressing the Windows key plus the letter E. This actually does save quite a bit of time. Run user run. Okay, so you probably know this one, but if you want to run a program, all you have to do is press the Windows key plus the letter R. This will open the dialog box. Type what you want into that box, say Documents, and you'll see your docs. You can look for files, programs, or internet resources. Oh no, I accidentally closed the window. So you accidentally closed a window and you forgot exactly what you were looking at. You're thinking, okay, just go to History and look there. But there's a shortcut key that makes life much easier. Simply press Ctrl plus Shift plus the letter T and voila! There's the last window, the one you closed by accident. Multitasking. A cool way to play with the taskbar is click on the Windows key plus the letter T. This will take you to the taskbar. All you have to do then is use the arrow keys to select what you want. Fast screenshot. Want to take a screenshot? The thing you are presently seeing in front of you? All you have to do is press the Alt key with the print screen key, usually seen as PRT-SC. Playing games. Want to find all the games you have on your computer as fast as possible? Simply press the Windows key plus the letter G. Zooming. Okay, you should know this one. If you want to zoom in, perhaps you can't see something right, just press the Alt key as well as the plus key. When you want to zoom back out, just do the same except press the minus key. This helps when you don't have your glasses with you. Killing the process. So have you ever had something hang on and all you want to do is stop the process? Usually you might go to Task Manager to do that, but there's a much faster way to do it. Simply press Ctrl plus Shift plus Escape and the process will be killed. Minimize. An easy way to minimize the screen is by pressing the Windows key and then the down arrow. You can reverse that by doing the same with the up arrow, undoing things. Okay, so it's not hard to hit the reverse arrow with your mouse and undo things, but there's a little shortcut and all you have to do to undo something is hit the Control key with the Z key. To reverse that, you just do the same except hit the Y key. Open a new file. Again, this isn't much of a secret, but not everyone will know it. If you want to open a new file, simply hit the Control key with the O key. Need another window? If you want to quickly open a new window, you can hit the Control key plus the N key. Need help? Want some Windows support? Simply press the Windows key plus F1. Peekaboo! Want to quickly have a look at your desktop without closing any windows? Perhaps even just get rid of what you have in front of you. Just press the Windows key plus the comma and it will let you look at the desktop. As soon as you release the keys, you'll be back to your Windows. Easy taskbar. If you count what's in your taskbar, you can hold down the Windows key and hit a number that corresponds to what's in the taskbar. So if Chrome is third in the taskbar, hit the Windows key and the number 3 and Chrome will open. Jump list. You can do something similar when you press the Windows key plus the Alt key plus the number that corresponds to the app in the taskbar. Only now you'll get a jump list, which is the same as if you right-clicked on the app. Minimize all windows. You can see all your windows as small screens on your desktop if you press the Windows key plus the Tab key. Need to change language fast? Maybe you write in 2 languages or you find yourself on a computer and someone has been typing in a different language. To quickly change the language, simply hit the Windows key and the spacebar. Moving through tabs. Hit Ctrl plus Shift plus the Tab key and you'll move through your open windows. Copy the URL. A fast way to select the URL without moving your mouse along it is by pressing Alt plus D. You can also press Alt plus E and that will open the space, so you can search for a new URL. Changing size of things. Maybe the easier way to change the size of what you're looking at is to press the Control key and then move the mouse wheel. It couldn't be faster or easier. Move back and forth between browsers. Want to go quickly back to the previous viewed browsers? Just press Alt plus the left arrow. You can reverse that by pressing Alt plus the right arrow key. Emojis. If you want to see a bunch of emojis, just press the Windows key and the period key. Utility. Okay, this is simple, but useful. To quickly open the utilities, just press the Windows key plus the letter U. What about if you're using the Mac operating system? Closing windows. Command plus the letter W is a useful one, as you'll close the window you're in. If you hit Option plus Command plus W, you will close all the active windows. Preferences. Not many people know this, but if you press Command plus the comma key, you'll see the preferences for the app you're in. Spotlight. Want to see Spotlight? Just press the Command and Space key. Address bar. If you want to go to the address bar and start searching, just hit the Command and L key. Moving around. Want to go back to what you previously had in the browser? Just hit the Command key with the left arrow key. To reverse that, do the same but hit the right arrow key. Moving more. If you want to move between windows in the app you're in, simply use the Command and backtick shortcut. Oops! Remember in Windows we talked about accidentally closing a page and having to go into history to find it again if we didn't know the shortcut? Well, you can do that on an Apple OS too, just by pressing Command plus Shift plus T. This is one of our favorites as it happens so often. Spelling. What if you quickly want to go through all your spelling mistakes in a document? You can quickly go through them all by pressing Command plus the semicolon key. Knowing. Want to know what a word means? Just select that word and then hit Control plus Command plus the letter D, and the meaning will be made known to you. Faster way to get rid of things. Usually when you delete words, it does one letter at a time, but if you press Option plus Delete, you'll see words disappearing, not letters. Hiding things. Again, if you quickly want to hide all active windows, just hit Command plus the H key. Peekaboo again. Just like in Windows, you can quickly take a peek at your desktop by pressing the Command key plus the F3 key. It will stay that way as long as you hold the keys down. Screenshot. To take a screenshot of the entire screen, simply hit Command plus Shift plus the number 3. If you do the same but hit the number 4, this will take only part of your screen. Okay, so that's about all the shortcuts we'll give you today. How many of these did you already know? Can you add something super cool to this list? Tell us in the comments. One secret keyboard function that we wish existed was a shortcut to building a great-looking website. Thankfully, Wix makes design a breeze, almost as easy as a keyboard shortcut with its fully customizable templates and robust design tools. Its subscription service offers 24/7 technical support, so if you have any issues, help is just a click away. And with unlimited bandwidth, your site will run great no matter the device. Click the link in the description or go to wix.com/go/infographics2019 right now to get started building a great-looking personal site. Also, be sure to check out our other video, How to Survive Inside Prison. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.